Hi, I'm coming to you from the void, formerly known as my recording space, and off. Now it's just me and my tortoise, Raleigh. He's chilling back there. It's like 1 a.m. Also, chair featuring blanket is also here, and Jenna's empty chair is also right there. But that's pretty much it. Everything's basically in boxes. Is the new house. Um, so no recording here though. I wanted to continue talking about things that are relevant, and perhaps things that you maybe are upset about or maybe not upset about, and that is the Awakening Brave Tiki debacle of 2022. Let me preface this because I feel like it's important to preface this. Sometimes there's new people here sometimes, and it's good to kind of restate values, I guess, for the sake of restating values. I think that uh, the philosophy I follow is that I think you should be able to like what you like without prejudice or criticism. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you shouldn't have to answer to anybody, honestly. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game. It's a game of fictional characters. Okay, I know that they can mean a lot to people, um, but it ultimately, overall, for your own health, it's maybe best to not be wrapped up so much inside of that, that it affects, your mood and your person for the entire day or week or however long that you are upset about it. Just how I feel. So if you saw Brave Awakening Tiki and you were like, "Hey, that's dope. I like that. More of that, please." Okay, that's fine. If you saw it and you were like, "Huh, that kind of defeats the purpose." Thought we all voted for Awakening Tiki and we got Shadow Dragon Tiki. That's weird. Um, also valid. Also valid. Uh, I have seen some things going on about the socials, Reddit and Twitters and whatnot, where um, it's escalated. I guess is an okay way to say it. It's escalated. It's escalated, and maybe problematic. Again, I don't follow those circles very well, and I think it's a very you know small minority of people who feel this aggressive about it. Uh, don't let it ruin your day, or your week, or your month, or however long you choose to be upset about it. And enjoy it for as long as you like. If you are in team, I like this. Uh, it's it's not worth getting that upset about. And this is from the guy who helps lead the campaign for Awakening Tiki. I wanted it to be something different. I wanted something else. But at the end of the day, we don't have control of that. I want to say that the last time people were like upset about Choose Your Legends, and again, I feel like it was a minority. Um, People were upset about the decisions for Brave Marianne, which I thought was a cool concept, honestly. Um, that sentiment was not shared by everyone, and yeah, that's fine. But ultimately, all you can do is vote. All you can do is vote. And if your favorite character gets in, you gotta like them because they're your favorite character, and that's fine. It's just how it is. I I wanted it to be more. I I don't even know. Even an homage to like Bantu would have been cool. You know what I mean? Like something with like a red robe would have been, in my opinion, uh, better than an homage to Shadow Dragon Tiki. Uh, it, like I said, it defeated the purpose. Like, you had a very, very safe usually. Like, let's be honest. None of the desires were really, or none of the designs were really that crazy. Like, they weren't insane concepts, you know. Seliph dressed up like his dad. Byleth dressed up like Sothis. Crom basically looks like Nightcrom. You know, Tiki just got into her old clothes. It really wasn't anything crazy, you know. Just overall, it wasn't that inspired, as a whole. But that doesn't really matter, I guess. Right? I mean, when was the last really like cool Choose Your Legend? You know what I mean? For me, it was Choose Your Legends 3. And even then, kind of safe, you know? Kind of safe. Not as safe as the design choices in recent years. But, you know, who's to say what they have in the pipe, right? Maybe they're going to do Ascended Awakening Tiki. Who knows, right? It could happen. It could happen. It's not copium. It could happen. But, you know, getting upset and shouting into the void or at other people on social media, it's not good for your health, man. It's not. Again, I wanted it to be different. I feel like when I made my predictions video for Choose Your Legends, or my hopes videos for Choose Your Legends, I just wanted something that was exciting. That's all I've really wanted now. That's all I really want from Fire Emblem Heroes now. I want them to kind of like think outside the box. They have a relatively dedicated player base, consistent player base. They have relatively consistent funds coming in from that player base. Get a little creative, you know? That's my only hope for Choose Your Legends ever. Okay? Straight up. I don't care who wins anymore. I genuinely don't. I just want the kit and design choices to be a little more inspired instead of just kind of phoning it in and collecting their cash. That's it. That's all. Would it have been better if Awakening Tiki had actually been Awakening Tiki? Sure. And I'm torn because the art is good. It's not bad. It could be bad. And it's not. You know? It's not. It's just not what I had hoped or envisioned, if you will, the final product to look like. The kits are at least kind of interesting, right? Not a lot of inheritance in general, I think. But I feel like when you vote for a character, you're hoping for the design, not necessarily the kit. And I feel like that's kind of where they let down. They weren't bad choices, by the way, to be clear. They were just kind of safe. And I was hoping for something more exciting. Like Emmer and Crom would have been cool. But they kind of fashioned Brave Crom after Brave Lucina. See, and they made Brave Seliph kind of in the likeness of legendary Sigurd. and they made Brave Byleth in the vision of Sothis Regalia Byleth. It's safe. It's not bad. And I guess that's why I'm torn. I'm not upset necessarily. I kind of assumed that they would do this. And by the way, I did see some things on socials about how it was like, oh, it's a cipher reference, because there was this one cipher card where old Tiki was sleepy and wearing young Tiki's clothes. Okay. Faye killed Cypher, number one. Not to say that they wouldn't do references, okay? There's a rather interesting Sothis reference. I won't spoil it. There's a rather interesting Sothis reference in the new Forging Bonds. And by Sothis reference, I mean Sothis has a line that is the reference. If you know, you know. If not, go read it, see it, watch it. So, like, they do that. That is definitely a thing they do, for sure. But there is a pretty strong bias towards young Tiki in Japan, and I assume on behalf of Intelligent Systems, given the number of versions of young Tiki versus adult Tiki in Fae. So if saying, oh, it's a really obscure cipher reference is cool with you, that's fine. I personally don't think that's what it is. But if you feel good thinking that, then go forth and conquer. I think I honestly think the devs were messing with us, or whoever made the decision. I think they were just messing with us. And you know, he who creates the game laughs last. That's pretty much what I think it comes down to. I don't think it was necessarily done maliciously or anything like that, but I do think it's definitely ironic. It is certainly ironic that yes, I definitely feel like it's very ironic. Didn't read the temperature of the room. Maybe it's all a big misunderstanding. I don't know. But yeah, don't let it ruin your day. And if you're happy about it, go be happy about it. But just be understanding of everyone. That's all I'm saying. Don't, dear God, don't turn on each other for this. That's not worth it. Get really upset about like how bad the summon rates are sometimes. Get upset about that. That's worth being upset more about than, you know, Brave T's. Which, granted, this is it. Like, this is the only Brave Awakening Tiki that will ever exist in Fire Emblem Heroes per current, you know, standards. Although, Brave Ike got a Resplendent. 7 years from now, if the game's still pumping, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll get... Maybe we'll get Muspellian Brave Awakening Tiki. Who knows, man? Crazy. They can do anything they want. They can do anything they want, and they chose to put Brave Tiki in her kid's version outfit. That's what they decided to do. Which I guess is why I understand the frustration and sympathize with it. Hey, I feel like I've rambled on long enough. I just wanted to make my stance very clear to everybody, because I know my reactionary content was probably a little bit negative, and I wanted to put, you know, some thoughts down and really think about stuff in the wee hours of 1 a.m. Which is when I do my best thinking, obviously, and just talk about it. So this is just me sitting in front of a camera in a relatively empty room, except for Raleigh, who joined me for story time here, talking about something that I put my heart and soul into. It didn't turn out the way I hoped. But that happens a lot in life, and yeah, you gotta roll with it. Anyway, Be upset, don't be upset. Doesn't matter. Just don't hang on to it for that long, because there's more important things to be frustrated with in the world than this. It doesn't make your frustrations invalid, but just try and approach it with a little bit of perspective, and I think you'll be better off for it. Myself included. I just got scammed out of an extra $500 from a moving company. So, you know, priorities. That's a story for a different time. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, cool. If not, I'm sorry. But I would appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe anyway, if you're willing to throw them my way. Susan would appreciate it, and so would I. But mostly me. Susan doesn't actually know who I am. But she does watch this channel for sure. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks again. And until then, I will catch you, possibly in a new room, next time.